Don't you worry, the clip's about to begin, but don't forget to subscribe. Or else, don't make me turn this website around.
Diana, in Texas, what's up?
Hello.
Hi, Jimmy. Hi, Katie. So,
Hi.
Yeah, the biggest thing for me, I've actually been an atheist for like 5 years.
Okay.
And it just, as more time passes, I feel like I have a bigger and bigger disconnect to theists. And I feel like I don't relate to the theists, even the ones that are still like around, either on Facebook or somehow in my life. I'm just relating less and less to them, and I'm really feeling a huge sense of loss from those friendships. I don't know, how do you deal with that?
How long ago did this happen?
Well, I mean, it's not like a single event. Like, I became an atheist probably about 5 or 6 years ago. Like, that's when I realized I just didn't believe in God anymore.
Right.
And just over the course of time, it's just been getting more and more of this feeling of disconnect from people that I don't really relate to anymore because they're still theists.
And so you're grieving over the loss of that community, essentially?
Yeah.
And want to know how to handle the grief of losing those friends. Yeah. Katie, I don't think I let you go first all night. Do you want to go first here?
Yeah, so I guess that something I've done a lot in my life is kind of grieve over friends going different ways and just losing friends through growing up and moving on to different stages of my life. Finishing school, finishing university, moving to a new city, all these kinds of things. And it can be sad. And if I really dwell on it, this, like, you can get into that kind of mindset where there's there's so many people in the world and there's so many loving people and you're missing out on them. And, you had something really good going on and times have changed, and that can be very sad. The thing that sort of deflects that in general for me is knowing that, I have all these new amazing friends, and the friends I still have kept, we still have a strong bond, and it's part of growing up. I think that, so something I had in my own life, which wasn't coming out as an atheist and losing friends, but was coming out as a trans person and worrying about losing friends, and have then subsequently, grown apart from friends. I think that it's very easy to, every single friend that has drifted away in that time, like, worry about, oh, maybe if I hadn't have come out of trans, then that wouldn't have happened. Or it's kind of blaming it, and it's putting the weight of the grief and thinking about your friends all on this one thing that's happened in your life. But really, it's not necessarily that. It's growing up and growing apart. And, as you grow, you become a different person, and people move on in their lives, and it doesn't make sense to attach all of the weight to coming out as trans or coming out as an atheist. If it's like a belief thing, like if you're clashing with people that you didn't used to, then that's a little bit different. But if it's like a growing up thing where you kind of feel disconnected and you don't really find them as interesting, you don't click as much, then it's probably just growing up and moving on and into a new stage in your life. So I think it can be useful to not put it all on this being an atheist or being an LGBT person or whatever it is, and just remember that it happens in life in general.
Yeah.
And it can be sad, and it's okay to be sad about it, because it's sad that people you used to love aren't people in your life anymore. But at the same time, you get to meet new people. I have a lot of friends, and you can only keep track of so many people before you start not giving them all attention. And it's good to sometimes crop the pool down a little to focus on people more. So I don't know if that was a bit rambly, but I hope I communicated.
Yeah, it was helpful. I appreciate it. Yeah, and I probably picked up on it, but I am on social ones, so I totally relate to that.
I basically, my advice is going to be quick and simple, and simply have a game plan and then let time pass. Do your game plan as the time is passing, but any type of grief, the number one element to getting past it is going to be time. So having a plan in the interim of what life looks like on the other side of that, even when you're talking about like, I've just lost this person I love and they were this part of my life. So you create a game plan about what goes in the hole that person left. And so the game plan I would recommend to you, Diana, is simply like find new friends, find new people who do accept you for you, because it's not the choice you're making that is ending this friendship. It sounds like it's your old friend's bigotry. And those aren't friends necessarily worth keeping anyway if there isn't a feeling of an opening of a person trying at the very least to understand and a baseline of respect that should be accepted amongst everybody as far as the human, not necessarily as far as the beliefs go. So make a plan of what you want, decide what you want life to look like on the other side of it, acknowledge that these holes are there, just like if a friend would die, and what you want to fill those holes with, and then time is the thing that takes care of it all.
And also I think accept that sometimes you can try and carry on in the phase of life that you wanted to be, and like accepting that you're going to move on is a big step for that. Like it's when the timer starts is when you accept you need to move on.
All right, Diana?
Okay. All right, thank you. Yeah,
I appreciate your call.
So you know, I'm the one who's supposed to explain skeptic on here, so.
Awesome. Well, great. Yeah, sorry we have to move things along. We've only got 6 minutes left in the show and another caller. So
fine.
Appreciate you, Diana.
Bye.
Bye.
Sorry, Poppy is meowing so loudly. I don't know if anyone can hear, but she's grumpy.
I haven't heard so far, but that's funny.
Okay.
Hey, thanks for checking out this clip for The Line. While you're here, hit that like button, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and then share this with that bitter uncle of yours who loves talking about the good old days.